It's a must. Good enough. Alright. Then the next thing, gotta wash my face, alright? Don't worry. I use face cream. Don't worry. You feel me? Like, don't worry. Right? Alright. No, I'm coming right under it. A little over it. It's like, nah, but for real. It's Jay Lee Chile. You already know. I decided to extend my YouTube video. Me, music, aspiring artist, I don't want to sign to no record label. Even if I could, I wouldn't, because they gotta invest a lot of money on you. You feel me? Like, you gotta pay back that money they invested on you. They like to even sign people that have a buzz. I don't have a buzz. I don't have a following. You gotta have a following. And to get a following, you gotta document. You gotta create. And YouTube is really the best platform. Like YouTube, then TikTok. Because nowadays TikTok, bro, is acting funny. You don't know if it's gonna get shut down and banned or not banned. We don't know the case. But YouTube is gonna be there. It's gonna be there. So I have learned YouTube is the one thing that everybody has to have. They gotta treat like it's the Instagram or it's the TikTok, right? Start in YouTube and then transition from YouTube to Twitch or YouTube to TikTok, YouTube to Instagram, YouTube to Snapchat, whatever the case is. YouTube first. Now, from what I'm hearing, you start in YouTube. If you're gonna go the Twitch direction, YouTube fans follow you on Twitch. All right, guys, hop on over to Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch, right? Hop on over to Rumble. We're streaming on Rumble. Hop on over. We're doing these things in these other apps, right? Versus you saying, I'm gonna be a Twitch streamer and then get on Twitch and think you're gonna have fans from Twitch. No, you get the fans from YouTube and then go to Twitch. And then those fans from that YouTube stick with you in that Twitch stream, right? Along with maybe other potential fans from the Twitch that see similar content they like. But typically, you start on YouTube. That's the home base. So that was something I had to learn, bro. Like, I had to understand. Again, that's what I'm going to be doing. Aspiring actor, musician, also fashion and lifestyle. So I guess there's the lifestyle part. I know they say stick around with the one niche. How about I'm going to do 4 at once, because I'm going to run out of ideas if I think like that. So this way, when you see me doing some acting, self-tapes, bro, self-tapes now? I thought you were doing music. So you see me doing music. Music and producing now? I thought you were doing self-tapes. You see me working on clothes, merchandise, fashion, all this stuff now. I thought you were doing acting. I thought you were doing music. Oh, no. So the next time you see me doing the lifestyle, what happened to the merchandise? Oh, link in the bio. You feel me? Also, Jay Lee Chile, clothingfantasy.com, right? JCF. I could just do that. And then also, like, again, I just rotate around the 4 main pillars of my life. Rotate around the 4 main pillars, talk about them. I'm glad this video is at 13 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't want to waste people's time. Make it seem like I'm blabbing. I'm not just blabbing, bro. I realize you have to adapt to it. You have to adapt to the change. But yeah, so just find the time, record the content, break it down, and, you know, get yourself CapCut. I know that little $9.99. Some people are worried about it, but it's really worth it because it saves you time, bro. It does. You get to edit the video the way you would like. But let me angle it this way. I feel like I've been talking with the sun behind, but you get to angle it the way you want. I'm glad for my first YouTube video to be this, because it's not perfect. I can do better, right? I'm in the wrong side of the weather, or well, the light itself, because I can't make the video any clearer than I could. Sorry for the pause. But the point again, guys, YouTube channel first. That's the foremost #1 thing that everybody has to have. I've been studying this for a while now. YouTube channel is a must. It is the GOAT, right? It is the king of all the platforms. After YouTube, then the next, TikTok. Then from TikTok, Twitch, or you're going Twitch before TikTok or after TikTok. Maybe you're going Instagram before TikTok or after TikTok. You gotta have YouTube. You got to. People gonna be like, oh, but why? Again, we talked about how this can work for your job applications. Bro, I'm slowly realizing in acting, I'm gonna have to create content. I have to. I have to not be shy from the camera. I have to hear my voice. I have to not be embarrassed of myself acting. I have to get used to this because it's coming. You feel me? I'm taking acting classes. I'm throwing it out. I said it, you know. I'm gonna have to fly over to LA next month from now, so I can go take headshots and do the in-screen filming, from the self-tape. Yeah, because it is required of me to be there. It's a very interesting class program that I decided to take. Today, I have an audition that I gotta work on. There's a Zoom meeting that I gotta attend. Because again, bro, like I'm trying to diversify, but also put myself open. And I'll also talk about the difference between why you gotta do why. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why acting over music later. I mean, I could say it now, but like for the sake of the moment, bro, the video is at 16 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm probably gonna have to clip it and then come back and return to the most important parts of it. But yeah, this is throughout the day on a Tuesday. Anything else to say? YouTube is king, for real. Like get on YouTube, record, post, shorts, bro. You can post on YouTube like a social media, bro. I didn't know that because I didn't pay attention to YouTube for this long. I really didn't. But you can actually do that. Post like a picture. You feel me? Post videos, shorts, picture. It's literally TikTok. And then watch videos. Like music videos and stuff like that. But like again, in this generation, bro, CapCut, YouTube, post. That's it. That's how I got 1,700 views last night. You feel me? Just organic. It was just me saying, you know what, let's try this, my journey. Again, I found my 4 pillars, which is the fashion, music, and also fashion, music, acting, lifestyle. Those are my 4 pillars. That means anything I talk about on my YouTube channel will always be these 4. It can be nothing but these 4. It makes it easier for me to create content. I can switch over from one point to the next, just as long as you address it at the beginning of your YouTube. Now let me show that these guys are actually out there in traffic. Everybody's going to work. Everybody's going to work. Everybody's going to work. You see, in this generation, bro, you gotta understand, times have changed. You wanna be an artist? YouTube. You wanna be an actor? YouTube. You wanna be an Instagram model? YouTube. You wanna work for some marketing company? YouTube. You wanna work on some electrician company? YouTube. You wanna get into sales? YouTube. You wanna be a construction worker? YouTube. You got to document, because at least there's an education in there. Maybe in an entertaining way, maybe in a more informal or informational way, but at the end of the day, document your stuff. Now, secretly, I'm gonna say I did it mainly for scenes. Like, I like scenes a lot. I tapped on the mic. I like scenes a lot. I like edits. Edits are just interesting. They're fascinating. They make your life look cool. Right, the slow motion, the songs, right, the effects, the change of the highlights. Like I like it a lot because it's transitional. It makes your life look cool. It makes you look like you're important. It makes you look like you're a character of a movie called life, called reality, things like that. And so I figured, why not record a bunch of moments and then find the right song, piece it, connect it. But with that said, we're running on 18 minutes and 56 seconds. Just keep in mind, pay attention. The world is changing around you. Adapt to it. I didn't think I'd be a content creator as an aspiring artist, but that's what it takes. If I'm gonna rap on that stage, I gotta have a YouTube. I gotta have social media. And when I say social media, I'm not talking I'm posting music videos, I'm showing off the Louis Vuitton bags or the puffer jackets or whatever the cool thing is nowadays. No, I'm not doing anything like that. No, I'm actually expressing, I'm voicing my thoughts to the world. And then the fans who agree with me will then say, you know what, I'm gonna keep up with this boy. And those who don't, then they don't. But at the end of the day, bro, just make sure that you voice yourself out. You are known, you're heard. Because if you just sit down in the shadows and think that you're gonna succeed or thrive, not in this generation. Everybody now, everybody now need placements. You can't rely on one stream of income. Nope. Can't rely on 2 streams of income. Can't rely on 3 streams of income. In this economic state of the world, you can't rely on things like that. You can't. You need more than one thing. Everybody now has more than one job. 2 jobs, 3 jobs. It's not one no more. It's not back in 1974, where you had a career at a corporate job and you got promoted in 5 years to be the senior level accountant or whatever the hell the position is. I'm just letting you know, we're living in a time period where you're gonna have more than one stream of income. Can't make it, bro. If you only got one stream of income, you're moving slow. You gotta have more than one. You gotta have more than one, and that's why I'm basically, yapping on a Tuesday on why I decided to create a content, be a content creator as an aspiring musician and also / actor. Again, simply because you have to adapt to the change. 2025 is really different. Nobody has one job anymore. Nobody. You gotta have 2 jobs. Hell, Elon Musk got Tesla and SpaceX and X, the social media platform. What's he doing with 3 different companies? Huh? I thought he was supposed to have only one job, to be the richest person in the world. Oh, he's not. He doesn't have one job as the richest person in the world? Oh, so he has 2 jobs as the richest person in the world. Oh my gosh. Why does he got 2 jobs for? You feel me? Like, bro, y'all gotta understand. Like, he can make a living off one job, but why he got 2 jobs for? Like, I want y'all to understand. Just like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett can invest in one stock, right? Yeah, just invest in one stock. Then why is he investing in a bunch of stocks? Oh, so you gotta have multiple things happening in order to make things make sense, because if you don't got multiple things, you remain stagnant. You don't grow. Oh, so that means if I'm working one job, the reason why I can't get to the next level is because I don't have another job? Yes. You don't have another stream of income. Because your job is to make sure that the 2 streams of income are paying you, to make sure that the 3 streams of income are paying you, to make sure that the 4th stream of income is paying you, to make sure that whatever you're investing and you're putting your money in is going to pay you. Because if you don't, you're going to remain stagnant. You feel me? And so that's why I'm making this YouTube video, bro, to speak on why I decided to document. You document the stuff because, 1, you inspire, you educate, you bring the change. It had to take a while for me to speak. You feel me? To get in that transition, that flow state. Like, bro, look at this. If that waterfall only had a 1 slot just shooting out, it would look lame. But it has multiple slots. Can we make that educational? It's got multiple slots, multiple streams flowing at once to make it look fantastic. Because, bro, this scene wouldn't look that fantastic if it had been 1 shot. Now we can learn from that. You feel me? You gotta have multiple things, bro. Look, that house over there got solar panels. You don't got 1 panel. You got like how many panels over there, bro? Like 1, 2, 3, bunch of panels. Those panels can't be 1 in order for things to work. No, it's gotta be more than 1. You gotta understand. We gotta move in multiple. You gotta have a lot of flow, a lot of motion. Things have to flow and connect from one way to the next. You feel me? Because you can't send one grain of a rock and call that sand. You feel me? You gotta have multiple grains to then call it sand. Yo, I just came back from downstairs, but I'm going to do 2 parts of this video, so like and subscribe and see you at part 2.